Of course, you can find all of Noah's stuff up on freightwaves.com. And for updated news on what goes on along our southern border, check out Borderlands every weekend. Right now, we're going to head on over to the wall. We've got our first carrier update this morning with Tony Mulvey and Donnie Gilbert.
Welcome into this carrier update presented by Uptake. I'm Tony Mulvey, joined by Donnie Gilbert. Donnie, going to start out looking at diesel prices. Some good news over the weekend. We kind of talked about it, but it's not a big change.
Yeah, so Friday we talked that the spread had broke the dollar mark.
Yep.
And that would give stations the ability to start letting prices go back down. Well, we've seen that, Tony. The problem is over the last 2 days, it's dropped less than 1 cent.
Yep.
But the good news is it has quit going up. And the spread is still large enough to allow it to start to come down. So we saw it here, the 22nd, 23rd, drop about almost a half a cent per day.
Yeah.
So hopefully here, as the spread opens up, maybe we'll see it start to come down more closer to a penny a day. But like I said, at a half a cent a day, to make it back to the $5 mark is going to take 74 days. That's the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, and that's just to the $5 mark. So maybe this spread will open up some. Maybe we'll get some relief on the rack prices that will allow these fuel prices to drop down a little quicker this time.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it move down pretty significantly, right? I mean, you're talking, what, 30 cents, right around 30 cents of a drop on the rack price. So
yeah.
That's what really caused the spread to widen. So now we need to see it keep going in that direction, right? To give them a little more confidence.
Let's pull up the next chart here and we'll see where the spread's at right now. So we're running right around $1.14. So we've seen it open up. It's come down just a little bit, but if the rack price, as you say, if the rack price can start to fall, that's the only thing right now that's going to allow the actual retail price to fall is the rack going down. So we need some relief on the rack price, and that'll and hold this, dollar to $1.14 spread, and that will help allow diesel fuel prices to continue to go down. If this opens up a little bit further, maybe it'll start going down a little bit quicker. All right, next chart here, look at NTI here right quick. National Truckload Index here continues to fall. The NTID, which is the daily report, came back up just a little bit over the weekend up to 261, but the average still shows falling. It's down to 262, so it should, bottom out here as we tick off these days here. But we had a big drop at the end of last week that's helped pulling it down right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think this was a surprise, just given the time of the year, but everything's moving kind of under contract freight right now, right? You look at rejection rates and volumes, that's tracking the contract market, right? There's less in the spot market. If there's less in the spot market, there's less pricing power in the spot market.
Actually, and we're still holding between this 260, 270 range. Yep. It's where we've been pretty much for quite some time now, over a month. So I would expect it to stay in that range until we'll probably get really close to Thanksgiving and really close to Christmas as people start to panic a little bit, and that may help push rates up. But in between, they're not going to push up like we've seen in the previous years.
Yeah, awesome stuff, Donnie. Thank you so much for this update. We'll be sure to check in with you again a little later. Right now, we'll toss it over to Kaylee Nix with a look at this morning's top stories.